the difference between the Songket and other fabrics? The difference lies in the name itself, Songket, which means to hook. This process of hooking and weaving creates intricate patterns and motifs, which gives the Songket its artistic value. Most of the patterns and motifs seen are heavily influenced by Islamic culture. This is because traditional weavers are Muslims and they incorporate things seen in their daily lives as inspiration. As you can see, most of the patterns here are highly stylized because Islamic culture forbids realistic portrayals of humans and animals in art. That's why most of the patterns are floral and artistic. When combined with simple geometrical patterns, it creates a product which not only appeals to the eye but appeals to the touch too.
So the materials that are used to make the Songket are actually obtained from natural resources. As we can see here, we have already set out a few examples for us, like the cotton, palm leaves, tree barks, pineapple fibers, and banana fibers. As we know that Songket is actually made up very beautifully, so what makes it beautiful is the decorations, which is actually made out of the silk thread and the wool threads, which are usually obtained from places like Taiwan, China, India, and Indonesia. And not to forget the very eccentric paints, which are actually imported from Germany and France. As we all know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so it goes without saying that the manufacturing of Songket requires a lot of effort and advanced technologies. Actually, the equipment of Songket is divided into the main equipment and also the supporting equipment. The main is also known as Dayan and is divided into 5 compartments. So the first will be the Uluman to wind the main weaving thread, and then we have the Belenging, which is to stretch the main weaving thread. Thirdly, we have the Beluro, which is used to make the motifs, and we also have the Cha-Cha, which is used to insert the new thread into the main weaving thread, and the 5th compartment would be the gun, which is to pick up a new thread. Whereas with the supporting equipment, it is actually used to arrange the position of the new threads. So it is divided into 4 compartments: the Pelinting, Beliro Ragam, Gala, and Teropong Panik.
There are actually 4 types of supplementary rough weaving techniques, including continuous, discontinuous, inlaid, and also wrapped, which can then be divided into 2 stages, which is weaving into the basic cloth and weaving the decorations into the basic cloth. First step is stretching one of the points of threads with counting of the tables, while the other points of the thread is to put into the sewing hole and roll with boom. Secondly is the making of decorations with gold or silk threads with gun kembang to tighten up and to create motif so that the pattern is formed.
Hi, moreover, Songket can be used in the ceremonial celebrations and also catering.
Hi, now I'm going to introduce the manufacturing process of Songket. This mainly will be divided into 10 parts. The first part will be designing, planning the design and pattern structure of the Songket. And the second part will be dyeing. After dyeing, the yarn must be left to dry in the cloudy area in order to maintain the quality of color. And the third part will be winding. Roll the yarns on the components called bonding. And then is rolling, which also called the yarn pasang and folded by setting up the loop. Basically, this process will begin by pulling a thread around a piece of kayu karat. After that, it's picking up and saving the pattern. The last part will be weaving. Weaving process is continuous until a piece of fabric is completed.
The Malay male use the Songket as a headway. For example, the Desta, as you can see, or the Tenggolok. Yeah, or Desta, right? And then, yeah, this one, Tenggolok. Okay, the Malay male use the Songket as Songket has been commercially developed into interior decorative items such as handicraft, handbags, curtains, and even tablecloths. To appreciate and preserve these Malay arts so that it cannot be forgotten in the coming